Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, this month's bullet journal video is going to be a different one. It's not going to be my February plan with me video. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen my post about how I'm taking a break this month for my mental health, and I'm coming back fresh for next month with it will be my March bullet journal setup. I don't know why that took me so long to realise what it was. But thankfully, a while back, I filmed a few videos and I never got around to posting them. And I thought I'll just keep these in case there's ever a time where I'm in need of a spare video and I didn't have time to make one. And this was the perfect time. And I didn't want to just leave you hanging with no bullet journal video this month. So I created this bullet journal video, and the idea came to me because it came to my attention that some people that are in secondary school watch my videos, and I was like, that is so cool. And I kind of wanted to make some videos that they might find helpful and target more specifically people that might be at school or in college or doing some sort of studying. So this idea came to me, and I'm going to be showing you some school spread ideas for your bullet journals. Now, you can use these as part of your monthly bullet journal setups, or if you don't do bullet journaling, which if you don't, then why don't you, because it's so good, then you can just use them as standalone spreads. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. You know the drill. Ring the bell, hit subscribe, all of that stuff. And let's get into the time lapse. Oh, also, I had to refilm this intro because it was an old intro and it said, as you might have noticed, this video is not my September bullet journal setup. So I was like, I really should refilm this video intro, which is why at the end it's going to be a different me doing the outro of the video, just for a bit of backstory. But anyway, let's get into the time lapse. So this first spread I've done is a timetable spread, and this is a really good spread to have. I know that a lot of people in schools have timetables in a planner or a notebook or something. They get given one, but I know that you don't always tend to look at them as much as you should, or you might lose them quite easily. So it's always good to have a spare. And so this is just me recreating an example timetable. And so I've just kind of written the times out from about 8 o'clock to about 4 o'clock, which obviously varies depending on which school you go to, what their times are like. This is just an example version. And so I kind of filled out what a day might look like for someone in school. So you can just kind of colour in each kind of subject as a different section. So you might have your form room from 8:30 till 9 o'clock, and then say you have an art lesson for an hour, and then you've got break for half an hour, and so on until you fill in the whole day. And if you have that at the front of your bullet journal, that's a really good way of remembering everything you've got during the day, because I know that timetables kind of tend to stay the same when you're at school, so you won't have to keep redrawing out this spread the whole time, which is really good. And of course, I just added a drop shadow at the background because drop shadows make everything so much more amazing. And the page next to it, I've drawn a sleep tracker. Now, I used to include these in my very early bullet journals, but I kind of stopped using them because they weren't really something I felt like I needed to track anymore. And I thought this was a really good one for students or people at school, because I know how important it is to get enough sleep so that you have focus and energy for your lessons. And so you can just kind of write the day down the side and the time along the top, and then track how long you sleep for each night. So I've drawn a few examples. You could do a bunch of Z's to show you slept that long, or a really long cloud, because clouds always make me think of dreams and sleeping. And that's a really good one to have. So the next page is a study motivation page, and this can be really helpful, especially if you're preparing for exams or doing revision for different subjects. And it's just basically a list of things to either help you to motivate you to study or things that you can use as motivation. So things like, why should I study? Well, you get to use cute stationery for one. Once you finish your studying, then you get to have so much fun. So that's something you have to look forward to. You get to drink so much coffee for all the coffee lovers out there. You get to make study playlists. You get to use your bullet journal to help you, which can be fun. And it's good to be organised, which always makes me think of Chicken Run when he goes, "They're organised, I'm telling you," which is a very awful impression, but yes, that's what it reminded me of. So anyway, the next page is a homework planner page, and this is basically just a space to write down all of your homework for the week. So as you can see, I kind of just did an example, the 1st to the 6th, so that's not necessarily a particular month, that's just an example first week. So you could write out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and for example you have Sunday off, and then on each day you have different tasks of homework you have to do, so you can kind of split it up and then take it off once you've done it, kind of thing, so you can just see everything a bit more clearly. And I know it's a lot less stressful when you can see stuff on a page written down rather than trying to remember it all in your head. So this next page is an exam schedule page, and I know this can be really helpful, especially for people that might be doing their GCSE exams or such and such. So I've basically drawn out a bunch of calendar pages. So you know, kind of when you see on TV and stuff, they have like the calendars where it's just one day and then you just tear it off and it's the next day. I've kind of drawn them out like that, and I did the top in black and I wrote the month in a white gel pen over the top. And sometimes with these white gel pens you have to go over them quite a few times for it to show up, but it actually came out okay the first time this time, which it's never done that before. But that's quite a cool way of doing things. Rather than always just writing black on white, you can write white on black for a change. And then I've just written the dates in the middle of each calendar and the topic and the time of the exam next to it. I know some of them are a bit hard to see because of the colour of the pen. I kind of went for like a pastel colour scheme for this bullet journal setup, but you can use whatever colours you like really. So this final page is a summer bucket list page, and I quite like using these in my summary months of my bullet journal setups. But it's basically a page where you can write down everything you've got to look forward to after your exams are over or after school's finished for the summer. And so I've written things like, you can go to a trip into London, or sleepovers because they're so exciting, or going to the beach and things like that. You can write down whatever you want to do really. And so this is the final flip through of the bullet journal setup of my school spread ideas, and I really hope that you can get some inspiration out of these and that you might decide to use them, because I think they can definitely be helpful for some people. So there we have it guys, there is a few ideas of school themed bullet journal spreads that you can incorporate into your bullet journaling. And if you do decide to create any of these, then feel free to tag me on Instagram, I'll put my links down below, and leave a comment in the comment section down below of any other sort of bullet journaling videos that you might find helpful that I can create for you to see, because I just love to help people. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, because it lets me know that you found it helpful and that you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and I will see you on the next video.